Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jonathan here. Before the episode, I just really quick wanted to apologize that it's taken us so long. This episode was recorded quite a while ago, and we wanted to kind of talk about some summer movies that were coming out that we were excited to see and all that fun stuff. And just one thing led to another, and after we recorded it, I intended to edit it and put it out right away, but as is quite sometimes often when you're starting out doing content creation and all that type of stuff, we got busy, and then I kind of got into a little rut of depression that kept me from really doing anything for a while, and I finally got out of it the other day, and I just decided, you know what, no, I'm going to do this, and I went ahead and finished editing it and wanted to put it out for you guys today and kind of resume the podcast schedule of every other week, and we do have an episode coming out in 2 weeks as well, so just wanted to go ahead and let you know, and thank you guys for sticking with us, and enjoy the episode. Hailing from the Midwest region of the United States, we introduce to you the Chocolate Dollar Podcast.
Dang it, that was a...
Dun, 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 dun.
Noah just had an amazing burp, but...
Hey,
what's
ladies and
going
gentlemen,
on?
thank you. Welcome to the Chocolate Dollar Podcast. My name is Jonathan. To my right, we have
Ed.
and then to his left or right, we have Grant, and then over here we
Hi,
have Noah.
I'm here.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, this episode we're going to be talking about summer movie madness, which is typically the movies that come out between May and August every year. Some are disappointing, others are fantastic.
Let's be honest, summer is when school's not in session. It's not when it is like
Good.
June 21st or whatever. That's garbage. That's the when
You're
the
You're garbage.
I don't go by that.
He's a little trash baby.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It picked you up at like South O.
What?
Like like
I know what you're
You
talking
know,
about.
you know,
yeah,
it's like-
I know what you're talking
or East O or whatever, where.
about. Anyway.
I got to see Captain
Exactly.
America Civil War before you guys did.
Yep.
Because I was in Asia.
Yep.
Hong Ching Ming Long.
No.
No. All right. So yeah, we talked about Civil War after it came out. It was a pretty darn good movie, if I do say
Did
so
we already
myself.
talk about it?
True. Well, I phoned in while I was still
Yeah,
in.
Oh,
three of
yeah.
us did. You were
Not
unable
me.
to, and that's cool though.
That's alright, we already talked about it.
You were in Hong Ching Ming Long.
How was Apocalypse? Because I didn't see that.
Okay, yeah,
X-Men Apocalypse came out that
Did you
month
guys already
too.
discuss that?
No, Grant and I are the only ones that have seen it.
It was
You
pretty-
guys
I-
haven't. So.
It was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, it
Scale
wasn't
from,
bad.
I
scale
enjoyed
from
it.
1
I-
to 10.
Honestly, I went in.
I give it a 7 or an 8.
Yeah,
7 or
I
8.
went in like being like,
Probably.
this is
closer to
gonna
a
be
7.
like a 3 or a 4. Like not.
I thought it was gonna
horrible.
be bad.
I thought it was gonna be like at maybe like a 4 or 5. Like it wasn't
Yeah,
gonna be
I
great.
had lower expectations.
I went in with super
so
low
I enjoyed
expectations,
it.
to be honest.
I'm
and
kind
then,
of
and then
expecting
I,
it to be pretty decent because it is like the new kind of phase of X-Men movies, like the better ones.
See,
So-
the thing is like, Days of Future Past and First
Class.
Class were both super good,
Yeah,
and like this one is just like good. It's just
it's
Yeah, no,
definitely
that's-
better
it's
than the
just there.
first three though, right?
the first two were actually like the third one spoiled the original trilogy, but the first two were not bad movies.
I
It's
think-
kind of like Spider-Man, like the original Sam Raimi
Yeah.
trilogy. Like Spider-Man 3 ruined those.
Bless you.
Ruined those movies, but
Yeah.
Spider-Man 1 and 2 were incredible movies.
I
Yeah.
think that the first one's the best, then the third one, and then maybe the second one. It may just because I don't remember the second one very well.
Yeah, the second one I remember the least of, but the third one's atrocious. It's just bad.
X3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just bad.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The second one's Doc Ock, right?
Oh, I was talking.
Oh,
about-
you're talking
Yeah,
Spider-Man,
okay, you went
yeah.
back. Doc Ock, yeah, it's number
Yeah.
2. Number 2 is one of like critically.
I think
Yeah,
no, I
the
think I
crew is
liked.
like one of the
this.
best.
I think I liked the second one the best out of those. I just don't remember it. I only remember the train
I
scene.
don't
That's
remember
it.
either.
I saw the second one before I saw the first one.
That's all I remember. Is
the
the
train sequence is like legendary.
That's all I remember. I don't remember anything
It's
else.
a legendary.
Anyway,
All I remember is the train scene and this is really heavy. When he's like holding up the side of a building.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yep.
remember that.
MJ.
What writing? This is
Eh.
really heavy.
I mean, it was early 2000s. You can
I
give
kind
him
of
a break.
liked Spider-Man with Mary Jane more. 'Cause
I
Gwen
did not like
Stacy
Kirsten Dunst.
died.
Rip.
Don't get a girl who's gonna die.
Wow. Okay.
So only
Okay.
You know how
dating mortal
Grant feels
people.
about all women.
You mean
You
Ed?
know that's not Grant, right?
Or
I
You
said
said-
Ed.
You said Grant.
We got
You
we
definitely
have
said Grant.
we have
yeah,
a
we have it. You
recording.
will hear it when you're editing this.
Oh,
You definitely
okay.
said Grant.
Well, I meant to say Ed.
Yeah, we
Next
have a
movie.
recording.
Yep.
oh wait, we just saw Warcraft. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a
well, just
minute.
Be patient.
Um,
we'll get
Next
around
movie
to
that
it.
next movie that's on the list is Alice Through the Looking Glass,
Well,
and
nobody
I never,
saw that, and I heard it was terrible.
Yeah.
Next. I don't care. I literally
Whoa.
couldn't care
Too much
less.
makeup for me.
Some
Amen.
harsh
I
criticism.
watched The Devil Wears Prada the other day with my.
Was it
sister.
good?
That was like 10 years ago.
It was kind of good. I mean, I don't know.
Does anyone have Johnny Depp in it again? Alice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the premise of it is that Alice has to go back to Neverland to save the Mad Hatter.
Not Neverland, but good try.
What is the name of it?
I don't
Wonderland?
know.
She has to go back.
Sounds like yeah, I think it is
I
Wonderland.
mean, I
She
think
has to
the
go
first one is
back
Alice
to the
in
Hunger Games to save the
Wonderland.
Mad Hatter, but she has to go through the Kessel Run to.
Oh yeah.
And then Batman's there.
4 parks.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Next movie.
Why'd you say that name?
Next movie.
That name.
Next movie on the list is Pop Star Never Stop Stop. Never
Honestly,
Stopping,
honestly,
which is the
I
Lonely,
think
the
Lonely
Lonely Island
Island
movie.
I think like in a few years when I'm like really bored, I'll be like, let's see this.
See, I would watch.
I-
I would watch it if it wasn't rated R because I really do enjoy Lonely Island.
Yeah,
But there's like a
same
lot
here.
of stuff in it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
nah.
same here. Well, and then it's like
I'm sure it's funny.
I don't
I've
know.
heard
It,
it's
it
pretty
looks
funny.
it looks really funny, but honestly, probably the reason I would watch it is because of all the cameos I've heard that it has.
Well, see, Hot
Because,
Rod is
like-
my favorite comedy movie of all time. I don't
Still haven't
care what
seen it.
anybody says. I love what?
Every time someone's like, "All right, we're gonna go watch Hot Rod," and then like we get to the point where we're about to start it, and they're like, "Yeah, let's go watch something else," and I'm like, okay,
I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix.
it is. I don't know. I don't know.
That's true. That's a good point.
okay.
But
yeah.
yeah, I love Hot Rod, and so I was like, oh, they're making a new movie, and then it's like, oh, there's a lot of junk in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just don't like. I mean, I like that he's making fun of like pop stardom in general,
Yeah.
like just how like they can do the stupidest things and
Yeah.
be like
Yeah,
completely.
it's kind of like satirical
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Which that's what I like about him. At
Adding
the
wolf
same time,
to the
like,
tour.
I don't know.
Ever done anything wrong?
Anyway, so there's that, and then Me Before
Ooh,
You
you straight
looks
up a
like
murderer,
a giant
son.
chick flick.
Oh,
Has that already
so
came out, though?
no. My
Yeah,
mom and my
it's-
sister went and saw it, and they said it was terrible.
What was it?
Really?
What was the name of it again?
Me
Me
Before,
Before You. It's
Because
starring Emilia
like
Clarke.
I could I don't.
That's like the.
Should we
big
spoil
star
stuff?
name.
I don't know. Are
Yeah,
we
I
spoiling
probably won't
movies
see
here?
it.
Tell you what, if you don't want this movie spoiled for you, Me Before You,
skip ahead.
about 30 seconds.
Yeah,
30
something like-
minutes.
Okay, so
Yeah, 30
Hit the
seconds.
15
and
forward
skip
button
ahead
twice.
now. Okay, so the dude kills himself.
Really?
Like at the end, like yeah, because he's a quadriplegic, and so like
He's just like
he's just like, oh,
into the pool.
I'm so upset that I can't live the life that I used to live, and like he
Man.
meets this girl, they fall in love, but he's like, I'm still doing it, and like he kills himself.
Oh.
all right. That was
Yeah.
a good. Happy 30 seconds.
Yay! That's
Alright,
why that
man.
movie sucked.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't.
I'm
I don't
happy
care.
on the inside now. Man, that movie made me so happy. If you want to feel
Yay.
good, go see that movie.
Anyway, and then next on the list is Finding Dory.
Whoa! I
I've
went
been
and saw that. It's
I've-
freaking awesome.
no,
good.
I've been trying to see that since like
Do
it
you wanna
came
go see
out.
it?
Not tonight.
Not tonight, obviously, but like.
Right now.
All right, bye.
Yeah, maybe I was gonna see it in Seattle with my cousins. And stuff,
Oh.
but that fell through multiple times.
Okay. Yeah, so it was good, you said?
Yeah,
How does it compare to Finding Nemo?
I think
There's more
The-
Dory.
yeah. Well, it definitely has like the same heart. I think that they there were a couple things that felt a little bit forced and a little rushed in places, just because like they're like, oh, this is our story, we have to get to this part of the story immediately,
Yeah.
and so it didn't feel as organic as like the first
Yeah.
Finding Nemo did. But it was still like a really good movie, and oh my word, the animated short beforehand, Piper, is unbelievably good. Like
Okay,
the
okay.
attention to detail in the animation is so unreal.
Yeah.
Like you're like, okay,
Pixar
don't spoil
Pixar
it.
knows what they're doing.
I feel like they filmed this.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. So I'm excited to see it. I definitely yeah.
What? Grant, what are you doing?
I worked today at a time I didn't think I did.
Oh.
Hooray! Anyway, so and then after Finding Dory, we have Central Intelligence. It's supposed to come out June 17th.
I've seen the
Or, I mean,
trailer.
it has
It's
come
already
out.
Bud.
The trail it looks funny.
I
want to
yeah.
see it.
And like
I don't know if I'm going to.
I've heard
but I
the
want
chemistry
to.
between the two are like is unbelievably good.
Yeah.
I was
and
just gonna say that. But
so-
I don't know if
That
I'll see
I
it,
don't know
probably.
why, but like Fat Dwayne Johnson always makes me laugh. Anytime I
Just-
see
you
that
just chuckle
trailer,
a little
I
bit,
wait.
like,
I
oh,
wait till that part.
oh, The
and then I'm
Rock,
like,
he's
that
so
is so
goofy."
funny. Because it's just like you're not used to that image of him. And
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it looks good though, and like it's the first time I heard about this movie. Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart both posted a video on their personal like Facebook
Mm.
fan
Oh yeah,
pages.
where they're like
They're
each
like
other,
both
yeah.
talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
stuff,
That.
and then like they
excuse
go
me,
back
I'm
and
talking- yeah,
forth,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like no, eat your video, and then, no, it's
Yeah,
my
yeah,
fans
yeah.
will kick your fans, and then it's,
yeah.
yeah, it made me laugh quite a bit, and I was like that's good promotional material for.
Yeah, I
movie.
have
So what else is out is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Out of the Shadows. I went and saw that.
Was it good?
I mean, it's what you expect. It's
Okay.
exactly what you think it
Okay.
is. I
Okay.
mean, and it knows that it's not like
Yeah, that's one thing that I can kind of appreciate.
Yeah.
with most Michael
you know
Bay
what you're
films.
getting from it.
Yeah,
You know exactly what you're getting yourself into, and so well, it's not Michael Bay directed; it's
For-
produced.
For
so-
for
well, still,
TMNT.
yeah, I mean, it's a lot better. I think it's better than the first one.
Okay,
and
I haven't
like
seen.
the first
I
one
haven't
a
seen
lot.
this new one. First one was okay. I thought. It
I
was
mean,
the
you.
first
I haven't
one.
It's a
seen either of them
terrible
yet.
movie, but you
Yeah.
enjoy it. Like it's
Exactly.
really entertaining.
I haven't seen either
You
of
know?
them yet.
Yeah.
and I want to. So
Were either of you guys into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Teenage
I wasn't a
Mutant Ninja
as a kid,
Turtles.
yeah.
fan.
like
so-
there was a year of my life where I was a huge.
Michelangelo.
Leonardo.
I always got all their names confused all the time though.
How?
I don't. I was.
They're color coded.
I know. I figured that out after like forever. Anyways.
There's blue one, there's a purple
One
one,
in 12
there's a
men are
green one,
colorblind.
and
Anyway,
There's not a
so,
green one.
they're all green.
yeah, exactly.
So TMNT, it was good.
Yeah, it was bad.
Orange.
Okay.
You know, I mean, also,
I think probably like
What?
one of the main reasons I kind of want to see the new one is because what Stephen Amell is in it,
yes,
and I appreciate his acting as Oliver Queen / Arrow
yeah.
in the TV
Even
series.
though, the latest season of The Arrow kind of sucked, but
I haven't seen season 4 yet. I've seen season 3.
Wait,
Season 3 was trash. I
Really?
hated
Oh,
season
okay.
3.
I didn't
is
think it was bad. It was
TMNT and
bad.
like DC making a like Justice League?
Yeah,
TMNT?
no, they're gonna cross over really quickly with Batman and Superman. It's gonna be great.
DC acquired the rights to TMNT, and they're gonna be a part of the Justice League with Batman and Superman.
Yeah, and then the Transformers are gonna join them.
Oh, freaking up.
No, actually, a lot of people speculated that would happen because they're both Michael Bay stuff, and they're like, oh, maybe they'll just cross over, and they're like, no, that's stupid. We're
Yeah,
not
why
gonna
would we do that?
I was like,
Kinda like-
thank God.
'Cause it's kind of like the whole concept of having a crossover between Doctor Who and Sherlock because they're like the same people making it,
yeah.
but like the two universes just don't mesh well together.
No,
I mean,
not
it would
at
be
all.
interesting.
It's like
but
Batman
no.
trying to fist
It'd be
fight,
interesting
like
for like a
Megatron.
special, like a one-off thing. Like
Yeah, if it was just like one episode by itself, or something,
Right.
that'd be cool. But like nothing canon in either universe.
Tangent, Sherlock, amazing show. Everybody watch it.
Yes.
Ed, you watched it,
Yes.
right?
Have you seen The Abominable Bride?
It was alright. Yeah.
Yeah, I like. It was creepy. It was good.
It was good.
I watched the first 3 seasons, all of it except the very last episode.
What?
'Cause that was just, I think, not last summer, maybe the summer before that. I don't know. It was just like I really did enjoy it,
Mhm.
but then the problem was at the end, my mom like she started watching some, so she always wanted me to watch it with her, and so then it was just like, okay,
What
well,
show? I wasn't listening.
Sherlock.
What
So
have you
then-
been
Oh,
doing this whole time?
Figuring out my work.
Oh.
Anyway,
but then I
no,
did that whole thing.
I watched The Drop and because with you.
Yeah, Rick and
And,
Bachball.
Yeah.
and then I watched
The drama.
I watched first 3 episodes.
Okay. Anyway,
I've
back to
I've
the
been slow
movies.
going without any Netflix or any way to watch it legally.
Well, you know.
Alright, anyway, and
Where
then
there's a will.
next is Independence Day Resurgence.
No, next is Now You
which
See Me
I've
Too.
heard that like.
Now You See Me Too
Now You See
came
Me
out
Too?
before
I'm
Independence Day,
interested
so-
now. You
Oh.
see me too.
Rewind.
Never mind.
I like the first
The
one.
first one was great. Second one was like,
You saw it?
yeah.
Okay.
I've seen most of these movies, honestly.
That's good.
Now You See Me 2. What? There goes his mic. Now You See Me 2 was a bit of a letdown. Like
Really?
they
Not
really
enough.
tried hard to one up themselves, and they just kind of
Couldn't.
made it a mess.
Not
Yeah.
enough Morgan Freeman.
Actually, I'd say there's too much Morgan Freeman.
Really?
Yeah.
that's a sentence I
Yeah.
never thought I'd hear in my life.
Yeah.
There's another sentence I never thought I'd hear.
I
but
wasn't-
I'm not gonna share that till later.
All right. Well.
I've seen the last quarter of Now You See Me because well,
What do you-
okay, it's something.
Let me
I-
just
I
flip
wanted
to the
s-
back of the book
No,
and
no,
read
no,
the
no,
last
listen,
chapter.
listen,
No.
listen,
What
listen.
happens is he goes to a movie and he's like, movie theater, and he's like, I want to go see a movie. And he looks up at the board and he sees Now You See Me, and he looks at the clock and he goes, there's 20 minutes left of this, and then the next showing. Yeah, I might as well buy a ticket for this one and watch the last 20 minutes.
No, what
It's
ended
worth
up
the
happening.
I mean, that sounds
is
about
I
right for
hadn't-
Jonathan. He
Yeah,
shows up late.
that's what
so,
happened.
you know.
I had. Would you just shut up and let me explain my story? You guys are all jerks. So what ended up happening is I wanted to see it, but I never got the chance. And Amanda's parents were watching it, and I took her home after we went out on a date. And when I walked in, it was the last quarter, and I was like, oh.
Likely story.
So
Sometimes
what they
it's
all
like-
say.
But I want to see Now You See Me because I've heard good things about it.
I
The first
It
one was
looked
good.
good,
Second one was,
but it wasn't terrible. Like the second one wasn't. That's kind of the impression.
it
I'm
wasn't
getting from it.
Warcraft.
Okay, that's a good sign then.
It wasn't on fire.
Can we talk about Warcraft now, please? Because that
Is
came
that the
out.
next one that
New
came out?
Warcraft
waiting.
came out before Independence Day, so let's
Yeah,
talk about
let's
Warcraft.
talk about Warcraft.
All right, we're gonna spoil the crappy movie that it is.
Yeah.
Because nobody's gonna go see this,
And
Yeah.
nobody's gonna
Well,
understand it if they
and
see
nobody
it.
cares.
Yeah, so we're gonna kind of give you an
All right.
explanation.
It's not even. No, we can't even make an explanation for this.
We've talked about this. Actually, more than we should. We've talked about this movie at length.
Yeah,
I think we
several
were all
times.
like, just kind of passionately upset that it wasn't better. 'Cause,
Which
like,
is weird
that was
because
at least
none
me.
of us really care
Because there
about
were some
the
parts that
game.
really
Yeah,
made me feel
exactly.
like, oh
None of
yeah,
us
this
play.
could be really cool, and then it just
I mean, the closest,
yeah.
the
It
closest
just
we
felt
have
like
to
a
Remember Who
really
Cares
big
is Grant.
letdown over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like they continuously gave you hope that it was going to be better. Like you're like, okay, this concept's cool. Where can they take this? They could do something with it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, screw your hopes and
See,
dreams.
honestly,
I, hate you.
Yeah.
I think they would have been better either skipping to later in like the World of Warcraft like lore.
And like that entire movie is just exposition. Like they just drop it. Like this is what happened.
It-
the
it
king
really-
dies,
or
murdered. Cool.
or just gone with a completely original story set
in the
Kind of like what the
universe.
Assassin's Creed movie is. Gonna
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which looks good.
Be. Yes.
I hope that the Assassin's Creed movie can kind of sort of
Say video
redeem
game
the video
movies.
game movie genre.
Redeem. There was nothing there to begin with. It was just.
Exactly.
It's
No,
just
no,
let
no,
down
no.
after let down.
No, because there was
Prince of
there was
Persia wasn't
Doom.
terrible. I actually kind of liked Prince of Persia.
I just it like just clicked what you just said, and I was like,
What'd you say?
"What?" He
Doom?
said Doom.
Oh.
That's a terrible movie.
I
haven't even seen it,
I'm
and
pretty
I
sure It has
know.
The Rock in it.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah, that was like 2003, I think.
Yeah, that video game movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so
Yeah.
like, it's just kind of the conclusion we all kind of came to is that nobody really wins.
I mean-
there is zero hope and happiness at the end of the
I
movie.
mean,
Yeah, like all the
I
good
think-
characters you care about die.
The characters that they build up and
Yeah,
like you spend
to
the
be
most
awesome.
time with, they all die.
Yeah, Noah's essentially condensing all what we were saying. Is that like,
Yeah.
even though
'Cause-
like technically speaking, there was no good or bad. It was just who was corrupted and who wasn't, because both sides were. you know,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
a certain
In
extent.
one
There-
way or
yeah, though
another.
there's like
but like
there's
the
there are
people that we
points to see
follow.
to each side. and,
But
like,
the people that we followed,
right.
that you'd consider the protagonists.
Yeah, the king.
DED.
Lothar,
Literally, yeah. Lothar was the only
the
one that
Guardian.
didn't die.
Yeah,
Same with
Well,
the
and-
orc chick.
yeah.
But like both of them,
They're left in
are-
a really
they-
crappy situation.
yeah, they both like
Yeah.
they don't have an amicable ending and they don't get along at the end. They both like
Because-
kind of like are at odds.
Nah,
Yeah,
here's the
unfortunately.
point though.
Yo.
Is the spoiler for the end, but the point of the entire thing is that he's now king and she's now essentially the queen.
The
Queen of the
right
Horde.
hand.
Yeah.
Of the Horde, yeah.
And so like
they're gonna get married.
that's sexual tension during the entire movie.
That was,
was
the
not
weirdest-
okay.
That was the
Awkward.
weirdest,
Okay.
most out of place
Typically, I
sexual
don't get
tension ever.
I don't get really weirded out by that type of stuff in movies, but this one just for
because you
some
played
reason.
Mass Effect.
ah!
but for some reason, like, this was just really weird, and like she was very attractive, but the teeth threw it off for me.
Okay. Side note. That actress is 40 years old.
You
Really?
looked that up too.
Absolutely.
Oh no!
Anyway.
Oh no! Oh no! No! I'm turning off my mic and going away now.
But anyway.
Bye. Yeah, you looked that up too. I mean, she's very pretty. I've seen her. She was in the Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol movie. That's where I had seen
Really?
her before.
Is that
Yes,
what-
she
that's-
was one of the
okay.
agents.
Moisturize me.
Yeah, she looks familiar now.
Look that up.
Squanchy?
Look up moisturize me.
No,
I-
I'm not going.
Anyway,
to.
yeah, no, like I mean, she did well as in her role. It was just like I don't know. It was really weird for me to see that.
Yeah, it just I don't
Sexual
know.
tension.
There was a lot of stuff that is just like you could have done something
Yeah.
with this
Now-
and you didn't.
No, it's not the worst movie I've ever seen, or the most disappointed I've been in a movie, but it was not very. It wasn't
not
good,
good.
in the slightest.
No.
Like it was not. It was a bad movie. I'm just gonna put it.
I'm
that
gonna
way.
put this in perspective. Batman v Superman was a better movie.
That's actually kind of.
And that's all for now, folks.
Anyway, but yeah. So I mean, it was visually impressive.
Yeah.
But overall, not very
Has
fantastic.
it's not Goon Squad, but
Suicide Squad.
Suicide
We're
Squad?
gonna get to that.
Yeah.
second movie?
So we talked about Independence Day Resurgence.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We kept trying to.
The
but I kept
world
cutting you off.
ended.
Yeah.
No.
Honestly, I didn't really like the first Independence Day. I heard
I'm
it's
gonna
like a classic
rewatch it.
one.
I enjoy the first Independence
I'm gonna
Day.
rewatch it. It's been a long
Only
time
because
since I've
Will
seen
Smith and it's Welcome to Earth.
it.
I like it when he punches the alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
Punch the-
what?
But there were some parts that I really did like about it.
I
but
have
for
a
me, it
feeling
felt-
that's a movie that Eddie would really like because.
Cause it's realistic.
Yes. The humans don't need any sort of outside help. It's just alien, like us kicking alien
That
butt.
doesn't
like,
always
that's-
mean
It's
it's
realistic.
But I feel like because like you tell me the reason you
It's
don't like
realistic.
Transformers a lot is because it's like robots fighting robots and the humans help the good guy robots. Whereas like this movie is definitely like us versus them and we win.
Yeah, but then there's things like Will Smith punching the alien, and then it's kind of just like.
he knocked it out. He didn't kill it.
Okay, I guess you are true in that. But it's just the kind of thing of like. I
If
don't
you
know.
got punched
I don't wanna
after,
go
if
there
you got
yet.
punched after having a violent crash landing and you're barely conscious, do you think a punch to your face would just brush that off?
Yes.
You just brush that off?
I don't think
You're
I was
not-
so
you're gonna be real
upset
dandy?
about that. I was upset.
You're just gonna
I
be
haven't seen
fine?
this movie in like 4 or 5 years, and I only saw it once. So maybe that's my problem too. But I just remember there were other things that I felt like they were trying to make it more dramatic, and I thought the aliens weren't as cool. Or it was the kind of thing of like, okay, the alien has an impenetrable shield. Wow, haven't ever seen this before, kind of thing. And it just certain things that I felt
Okay,
like
look at it like this.
it wasn't.
Look at
That
this.
was 20
You're-
years ago,
You're a
though.
child of like
Star
now and Star
Wars.
Wars. This is like
It's not Star Wars.
this is like this is like in between where like sci-fi stuff was not like it
Yeah.
was taken off, but like
It was
Alien-
still kind of.
like
Continuing.
alien stuff happening, like alien.
It was
stuff,
right.
like,
Yeah,
it was
it-
kind of a
I would say
It wasn't as commonplace as it is.
yeah.
I would say maybe while
Back then.
while
Like
I
you
was
feel
mentioning
like
Star
you're like
Wars-
talking. You feel saturated in it. It wasn't saturated when it was coming out.
Right.
you know?
Exactly. And that's probably why it is the classic that
Yeah.
is.
Well, maybe in terms of
Seen
Star
as.
Wars, because I know I saw Star Wars at that like prime age of my life. That even right now, when people are bashing it, bashing the actors or other things, that like I have just everything was right in that movie for me. Like, and I still kind of have that feeling.
episode 2?
I'm talking about
Sorry, episode
all
3.
of it, which is same with I talked about my dad or
Episode
talked to
1.
my dad about this, that certain movies he saw as a kid, which even like I've bashed, everything's still right in that movie. Just because
still that.
That
There's
age
that
of-
childish.
that it was like
yeah.
well, the acting was terrible, and it was like, no, Anakin was just a douche. Like, that was always what I thought.
Yeah. Right.
But certain
Yeah.
things like that, and I'm not saying to defend this, how it relates to Independence Day is it didn't really, it's kind of maybe like other people bashing Star Wars, me bashing Independence Day, that it just didn't, it came
Yeah.
out and I
The
was
nostalgia
expecting
that
something
somebody
else.
else
you didn't.
It doesn't
you
have the
didn't
nostalgia.
grasp onto it.
They,
Like you
yeah,
did
they
with,
can
like,
see.
Star Wars.
I
or
can
something
see it
like
from
that.
the outside, and I'm not saying that's the right opinion, but I see it from a different
That's your
perspective,
opinion, though.
whereas other people have different memories.
Right.
With
Right.
But anyway, I've heard that Resurgence wasn't very good.
I've heard mixed reviews.
Yeah.
I've heard it's an entertaining, action flick. I've heard it's not good.
Yeah.
It's one of those mixed reviews.
Somebody who I'm a friend with on Facebook, who I actually kind of respect their opinion on movies, said that it was basically like the script was written, or they just took a bunch of different sci-fi scripts, put it through a shredder, grabbed random pieces, put it together, gave it to kids, had them write what they could remember after reading it, and then they, like cats, shred that, and then they just took it and put it together, and that was the script.
That's pretty violent in terms of like
Wow.
bad scripts.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
honestly, what I said was like I thought Warcraft's script was like pretty parched, and like in like feeling and like what it was trying to do.
Right.
But man, that's pretty condemning.
Now, that being said, I have not seen it yet. I want to, just so that I can have my own opinion on it.
I mean,
But-
I don't know that I'll see it in theaters.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
might wait for like Redbox. Or something.
Then again, I said that about Warcraft, and we went inside.
You know what we
so,
should have done?
Squanch.
We should have just came over to my house and pirated it.
Probably.
Just a Chinese copy of it.
What about-
Ghostbusters, I guess, is the next big one.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
actually,
Do you
I had
know
another
how
one that I wanted to
much
bring up that
Bill
came out
Murray
before
just
that,
looked in
but-
pain during like any interview or anything. For
So
the new
a lot of them are
Ghostbusters.
like, oh, it's funnier than the first one. It's scarier than the first one. It's a better movie than the first one. I'm like, it's not even out. You don't know
they're
that.
just like pouring money into whoever's talking podcast. They're
Exactly.
just like,
Yeah.
take the money,
It's gonna
make it
be
better.
great.
Okay, who
Isn't
are
it
the
a
actors
reboot?
in it?
It's
Or is it supposed to take
I
place
think it's
after?
a continuation.
No,
honestly.
no, it's a reboot.
Is it?
That's
you
how I've heard
sure?
it explained. Is that like
I've
'cause
heard-
it's
that's
it's
what
like
that's all I've heard is that
some
it's
role
like,
reversal where the
it's
girls are the
yeah, that's all I've heard is the
characters,
it's like,
and then
it's like,
Chris Hemsworth plays the secretary guy.
it's like a very similar story, essentially similar story, just females.
Oh, okay.
So J.J. Abrams directed it. It's the same story, but it's just a reboot.
I just saw this NBA
Yeah,
thing
Star
of them as
Trek.
the
It's a
Ghostbusters, and I was
joke.
really hoping Kobe.
Yeah, Kristen Wiig's in it. Melissa McCarthy. 2 other SNL people. I don't know.
I
what
don't know.
else.
It looks all right, and I might see it just to. But I
it
just I
doesn't
don't
look
feel like
great.
anything can really compare to the original Ghostbusters.
I haven't even seen the original one, and it
Oh, I
doesn't
have.
really have.
That's
There's not a lot of appeal there for me, honestly. I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever. I know it's
However,
super. Good
have you
for
heard
people.
Fall Out Boy's remix?
I didn't enjoy
of
it.
the
I
theme
did.
song?
I did hear it. I listened to it yesterday. Didn't enjoy
Oh,
it.
okay. I thought it was
We'll have
cool.
to listen to it after this.
Yep. All right. But before we continue on, there's a couple movies that came out that are supposed to
Oh.
have yeah. Free State of Jones, which is Matthew McConaughey kind of Civil War era
Oh yeah.
movie. That actually looks kind of interesting.
I think it's gotten bad reviews.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like that's an interesting era, and like those type of era pieces you don't see a
I
whole
did
lot
skip
anymore.
a couple movies. Whoops.
And like I don't know, it looks. It look,
Indie film?
I'm interested.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like anybody else's though. So that's-
saw a
Legend of
commercial the other-
Tarzan. That comes out this Friday.
yeah,
It doesn't.
that looks
Jane.
cool.
It's yeah.
I like that it's. I
interesting.
like when they take those animated classic movies and they kind of
Just
put
take
them
a
more.
dump all over it. And make it live action.
Jungle
no.
Book was really good.
I haven't seen that yet.
Honestly,
super
no,
good.
I wanna
Jungle
see it
Book was
so bad.
really good, but you could tell that the child actor was struggling in some ways to like have
Work with the
meaningful
CG.
exposition to a puppet. Like
Yeah.
there was points when I was watching where I was like, he's trying real hard.
He
was
did
good.
well.
He
For
did-
a child actor,
He
he
did
well.
really well for acting on a blue screen
Yeah.
stage
Yeah.
by himself
Yeah.
with people in blue suits.
Yeah.
Or green. Like
Yeah.
like,
no.
it was really well done. Everything about that movie was
Yeah.
really
No.
good.
I really enjoyed it.
But I was just saying there is parts where you can like for
Yeah.
anybody, there-
Yeah.
Does
Exactly.
it follow like the Disney one kind of, or is it?
It
yes and
follows.
no?
It's more the book.
Okay.
Okay, I wanna see it because it looks good, and Jon
It-
Favreau directed it, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
I like him.
I like Jon
Well,
Favreau.
she did
as a
Iron
director.
Man, so there's probably a
Woo!
cameo.
Robert
Dude,
Downey
I
Jr.
Sheer
But yeah, and then so the Legend of Tarzan, but before the Legend of Tarzan comes out, the BFG comes out,
They
which
come out on the same day, dude.
they do.
What is
Absolutely.
the
Oh,
BFG?
well, on my
Come out
list-
July 1st.
On my list, BFG comes before Legend of Tarzan. I
They
think
may
that
have
might
come
be
out
because of
internationally or.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think it may be because of alphabetical order. But anyway, so the BFG. What do you guys? You guys have seen the trailers?
I
There
have
was
no interest in it.
really.
I have
I
no
said
interest.
I said it looks interesting, but like I don't really. I mean, like Looks.
I don't know.
Here's the impression that I'm kind of getting from it. It's I believe Steven Spielberg directed it.
It says right there, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
never mind, it just says Steven Spielberg.
This would slap Ed.
it looks like because Steven Spielberg did The Adventures of Tintin, which I have not seen yet, but I've heard that it's actually very good because like it was one of those full CG movies where they did motion capture the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And this looks kind of in the same vein of that. So I'm interested to see it, but I don't know if I'm going to like it. If that makes sense.
Didn't make any sense at all.
I don't like the title though. I think the title's stupid.
That's the title of the book.
It's just be.
Well.
Wow.
I don't like it.
Oh, Steven
regardless.
Spielberg did. Yeah, he did quite a few movies.
Yes.
Really, Ed?
Okay, no, I knew he was good. I just couldn't remember which ones he did.
E.T.
Schindler's
Indy.
List. I watched
Huh?
that recently.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Indiana Jones.
Have any of you guys seen Schindler's List?
Yes.
I need to.
I don't know. It's kind of one of those ones where it's a good movie.
Isn't it
Well,
like 3 hours or something?
It's like 2.5. Isn't
It's
it?
pretty long.
All right, and then so
It
then
did
the
a
Legend
lot
of
of
Tarzan.
nudity. I will tell you that
Um,
beforehand.
But it's not it's not like
Yeah,
gratuitous
it's-
like sexual. It's quite literally like historical nudity. Like,
Yeah.
Like there can be a thing like that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Secret Life of Pets. New one
I
from
don't
Illumination.
care. Again, don't care. It looks better than the new Ice Age movie. Like there's actually like
Making up what?
yeah, exactly. No, exactly.
Wait, what was
Why? The Secret Life of Pets. It's coming
Oh.
out in a couple weeks.
I thought you were talking about the new Scratch movie that's like him going to space.
No, that's the new Ice Age movie.
Whatever.
Anyway, but like, it seems to have a sliver of intelligence, whereas
With Secret
Ice
Life of
Age,
Pets?
yeah, Ice Age has nothing. Like you lose IQ points just like watching the trailer. But like again,
How'd you know what my favorite movie was?
it just doesn't look.
I don't think it's going to be
It
as good
doesn't
as
look like it's
Despicable
anything
Me
new.
is, which is
Yeah.
like I mean, I feel like Illumination's kind of trying to be like the next Pixar where they make the animated movies that are for kids, but there's adult stuff twined into it that you can
yeah.
kind of enjoy as
Yeah.
like you can take your kids and still enjoy it. I don't think that this is going to be as good as Despicable Me or even Despicable Me 2.
Yep.
But I'm still interested to check it out because I would like to see how they did with it. Because I don't think you can ever really beat Pixar, especially with their
No.
pedigree.
No.
But still, like I'd like to see them like that effort. I don't know if that
Yeah.
makes sense or
Yeah.
not. The next closest thing to Pixar I can think of is DreamWorks, to be honest.
DreamWorks hasn't done anything good in a while.
In a while, yeah,
They
which is
really
why they're
haven't.
not like. But they do have some pretty good classics that I remember
Shrek.
liking as a kid. Yeah, and I like
Yeah.
the How to Train Your Dragon movies.
Yes,
Those were
good
very
point.
good.
Yep. Nope. Take
Yep.
it back. Those are great movies.
Then coming out July
Crunchy.
22nd,
Crunchy.
Star Trek Beyond.
Woo! I'm so excited.
I
It
am
looks
too.
so
That looks good. It's not directed by J.J. Abrams this time,
Correct.
which I'm okay with because it still looks like it's not going to be
It's
going too far away from
right.
where the other two were. It's the director of Fast and Furious.
I go fast, eh?
You gotta go wee pee. It's cool.
But yeah, and
Star
like,
Trek.
Yep, Star Trek looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Good.
Rest in peace. I don't remember the
Anton
actor's
Yelchin.
name. Anton Yelchin.
Yes.
That's a sad
Yeah, that was really tragic.
story,
but
and I don't know if we're gonna see like a dedicated to.
there will probably be something at the end, like right before the actual end credits, but it's like dedicated to or like in
Yeah.
memory of.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll have to wait and see because it's pretty close. This happened pretty close to the release date,
Yeah.
and so I don't know if like they've already sent a bunch of stuff out or if what's going on there. But I wouldn't be surprised to see it.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm expecting one.
but
actually.
that aside,
The movie looks great.
the movie looks good.
Looks super.
I like the
super good.
concept. I think it's gonna hurt to watch the Enterprise being destroyed.
I loved the first
pretty
two.
Shrek in
Loved
the
them.
second one though.
We're just
Yeah.
gonna keep destroying the Enterprise,
All right.
and eventually we'll beat the aliens.
Yeah.
We got him.
So, Star Trek Beyond looks good.
Yes.
Um,
Week right after, the newborn.
Jason Bourne.
Da, 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 da.
I'm surprised they didn't call it David Webb,
What?
because that's his name, right?
Yeah, but he's known as Born.
Yeah, but I mean, like, never mind.
Honestly, okay, so you're
Well,
a
people are gonna go
super
see the
cool
movie.
assassin, and you find out that you've been called Born, and you have like fear attached to that name.
Yeah.
You'd be stupid to not use it.
Yeah, you like
Yeah.
you like
Well, I
you
know,
like
but,
getting
like-
into every nightclub. You're like, I'm Bourne, and they're like, who are you? He's like super secret assassin.
It's not just that. It's not just that fear. It's like the millions of dollars you're gonna make off having a Bourne movie. That also-
it's kind of true.
I was gonna
Now,
s-
now here's a question I had. I know the other three were based on books. I don't know if Legacy was.
Not, and neither is this.
yeah,
Neither is
they're
this.
kind
Okay,
of
this is just a
they're going off the
continuation.
current reservation, but I think they're doing it with probably the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have full faith in this movie.
Yeah.
I think
If
it's
It
this-
looks
great.
If
fantastic.
this
Yeah.
movie
it looks
came
like
out
fun.
like a year after Legacy,
Yeah.
I'd be worried.
yeah,
Right,
but
like-
it's not.
A lot of people give Legacy a hard
No,
time.
it wasn't a
but-
bet. I'm just saying. I'm just saying based off of like it wasn't up to like Bourne standards.
Right. Right.
It was
right.
a good. If it was just called like just as
If
a
it was
movie.
just like Legacy or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. If just as a movie, not included in the
been fine,
universe,
yeah.
it's good. But compared to the other Bourne movies, it
Right.
falls flat.
Right.
And so that's the reason I'm saying is like,
Yeah,
we're using up the memory.
Jason Bourne.
Right after that, Suicide Squad. Oh
Are you
my
excited,
word. I
or-
am actually very
Really?
excited for this.
See, I would have guessed that you probably would have been like, "This looks stupid."
no.
But
I'm really excited for this. I can't really explain why, because Batman v Superman was a stinker of a movie.
which we can debate about that later.
It sucked.
Wait, have you
I don't
seen
care
it
what you
now?
have to
I
say
have.
about it.
I liked it.
it
I
was
didn't
not good.
think it was fantastic. But
No, it wasn't good. Anyway, but like this, it's directed by David Ayer, and he's done really good stuff in the past. He did Fury, which I think won an Oscar or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Fury of the Tank movie with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, and Shia LaBeouf. And but it has a phenomenal cast.
He was in Lincoln.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. It has a really good cast, and the like latest trailer that had like the Queen song in the background
Yeah.
was amazing, and it looks like it's a darker DC version of Guardians of the Galaxy. And
Yeah.
I am
Oh,
a
Yeah.
huge fan of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Which is funny because I saw that too, and I was like, this feels like it's trying to be like DC's version.
I
of-
don't think that that's what they went in. Like, I don't think that was their intention.
That
I
might
really
not
don't
would
think.
end
I
the-
think
don't
maybe
think it was.
marketing wise, maybe because they know that the 80s, the classic 80s
Right.
music attached to modern explosions and sci-fi looking stuff and superheroes. I think they knew that did well, so they probably had some sort of that
The
knowledge
marketing
kinda
team,
going into
yes,
it.
maybe, but I don't.
But
think
I don't
the
think that
actual
they're
management
wanting-
of the movie
Yeah,
was that.
exactly.
But
Exactly.
I think a lot of people are like mixed about it just because critically Batman v Superman was just slashed, and I think this is there's a lot riding on this movie.
Yeah.
But it
Rated R comes this Friday.
but I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm decently excited. I'm not like on the edge of my seat.
He's ready.
Because
But-
you're on the ground.
Boo.
And then Pete's Dragon, which I'm
Cool.
interested.
Who's Dragon?
Pete's
Dragon. Never saw the original animated.
That's one that I feel like the same with The Secret Life of Pets. It's probably not going to be a bad movie, but honestly, there's only a certain number of movies I'm going to watch in my life, and probably not going to be one of them. I mean, it's not like I hate it, but just whatever.
Yeah.
It's just one.
It looks like that they're trying to go like in the same vein.
Did
of
you hear there's
Jungle
rumors
Book.
about Princess Diaries 3? Oh! Not the first one who's seen that?
Anyway, oh, and then have you guys seen the trailer for Ben-Hur?
Just it. I have, and
Haven't they remade this like 3 times already?
I don't
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Wait,
sure.
have any of you guys seen the old classic?
I haven't seen
Charleston
any of
Heston?
them.
I will say
No,
that
I
I've watched
haven't.
that with my family, and I really enjoyed it. And I guess that one was like the 3rd remake because it was a really good storylines, and they remade it kind of like Spider-Man, I guess, back a while ago. But to me, it looks like Ben-Hur isn't like it's not like the lifeline of Jesus or anything like that, but there is that spiritual element in there, which I think they kind of, from the trailers, it looked like they ripped out of this one.
Yeah, I don't think that's
And
gonna happen.
it's
in
not
this.
just that, but it looked like what I remember of Ben-Hur. From this, it just seemed like it's a chariot race movie, which that was like a really cool part of Ben-Hur. But I think, I'm just going off the trailer that I saw a while ago. I was kind of just like, it doesn't, I don't know.
Well, it seems like okay, explain the original Ben-Hur, or at least the one that you saw, and like it's not very actiony, isn't it? It's like more of
No.
like this is this dude's life.
Yeah,
and like
it's-
stuff sort of happens, but like
Yeah,
that's just
I
kind
mean,
of
there are cool
bullet
parts.
point.
There's, I mean, it's an older movie, so of course there's kind of
it's a little bit slower. And
yeah,
stuff
you
like
could tell
that.
like, okay, well, obviously they're just on a raft and a green screen or whatever they had at that time, and but there's things like triremes, which are the Roman ships. There's like a ship battle, which I think, or naval battle, which I thought was super cool. And then they have the chariot race, so they do have some kind of high ticket items in it. But then a lot of it is just like the Ben-Hur's life kind of deal.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen it in a while because it's one of those 3-hour movies. But to me, from this, it just seemed more like a hack and slash.
It seems like it's
rather
just an
than
action movie. And
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
Which I wish that if they're gonna remake older movies, that they would, like, I don't know. I understand they're trying to update it for a more modern audience, which a more modern audience does kind of have that.
But not every movie needs to be an action movie.
No, not every movie
You can
needs to be
calm
action.
down
I
a
feel like
little
you can
bit.
have action
And I can-
elements in a drama, like
Yeah.
a historical drama or whatever. But
Like
I
The
don't know.
Martian,
there should be a fine
phenomenal
balance.
movie.
Yeah,
and it wasn't
exactly,
an action movie. It
exactly.
was just, like this is what's going on. Like
Mhm.
it's tense,
Yeah.
but it's like it wasn't as like high paced and fast paced, like, and it wasn't like as suspenseful or thriller. Like it was just this is what's happening. It's
Yeah.
gonna have to work out.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's the last movie I saw on my list.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean
It's coming out in December, but what do you think about Rogue One? Or
Rogue
can
One?
Can we not talk about that?
We'll save a big conversation for that later. But
'Cause that's
bottom
this
line, I
winter.
think it looks good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
All right,
Darth
yeah.
Vader's confirmed to come into it.
Yes,
So.
and James Earl Jones is
Yeah.
voicing him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm so excited. All right.
All right. Anyway.
Cool. Well, thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Chocolate Dollar Podcast. You can follow the podcast on Twitter at Chocolate Dollar. You can like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on iTunes or YouTube or Podcast Republic.
Go take a nap.
Yep. Leave us
What?
a review or a comment. Those of us who still have a Twitter, you can follow us on Twitter. I'm at the J
What's a
underscore
Twitter?
96.
Ed and I are
Grant's
not
at
on Twitter
underscore
anymore.
Grant King. Ed is on Twitter. You can follow him, but he won't be doing anything.
I won't follow you back.
All right. Cool. Well,
Yeah.
that sums it up. Thank you guys for
Artificially
listening.
inflate my Twitter stuff so I look popular.
Do it.
All right. Chocolate Dollar signing off.
Thank you for listening to the Chocolate Dollar Podcast. Check in next time.
Thank you for listening. Tune in next time on August 16th.